Oh my gosh, golly, I got me some art supplies. Hi, Shannon Rowe Jackson here from Caution Artists at Play, and I just recently had a birthday, so that means lots of new art supplies. So I want to start off by saying that this video is by no means a way of bragging or to make anybody feel bad if they don't have the opportunity to get new art supplies. I want to say that I haven't always been able to get new art supplies. If you are somebody who is not able to get these brands or get expensive art supplies, please just use whatever you have. Don't wait. Do whatever you can to create. I am fortunate enough that I have people in my life who understand how much I love art, and when I have a birthday, I tell them that I want gift cards to my favorite art supply stores, and my husband also is really good about buying me things that are on my wish list on Amazon and things like that. So otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do this video. Also, a couple of these things I was able to buy through sales of my art. I actually sold one of my originals over the summer at an art walk, and that's how I was able to get some of this stuff. So really, it's just an accumulation of a bunch of different factors. Ordinarily, I would not be able to just go out and spend a bunch of money on art supplies. So I just wanted to start off by saying that. And with that out of the way, let's get started. So I'm going to start off with a few of the things that are art related, but not necessarily art supplies. And as usual, that would be books. I have a few different books that I got here for different things. Okay, sorry, I had to edit part of that video because I realized that one of these books has nudity. So I always end up getting a lot of books when I'm able to, because I not only like to create art, I like to learn about it. This is a book that one of my professors always has in the classroom. It is the Figurative Artist's Handbook, and it is wonderful. It's full of contemporary artwork that deals with the figure and different tips and tricks on how to draw the figure. I highly recommend this book, but I had wanted it for a very long time, so when I was able to sell that artwork, I definitely bought this because it had been on my wish list for a long time. A couple other books that I got. I bought these because I actually like to write as well as illustrate. So most of you see a lot of my realism work, but I also like to do illustrations and things like that. And I'm actually doing an internship where I'm illustrating somebody else's children's book, and I thought that these two books would be really good guides on how to do that. One of them is just dealing with design. I think that will be a good overall book for, you know, obviously learning design, because as we know, composition is a form of design. So I think learning basics of design is great for any type of art form. And of course, this one deals more specifically with writing and illustrating picture books. So those two were really dealing with a project that I am involved with at the moment. And then this one's not technically art related, but I thought that it looked great because obviously as an artist, I have to deal with business aspects of things. So I got this because I thought that it might help me get out of my own head and really start thinking business-like. So I'm looking forward to reading these. I haven't had the chance yet because I just got them recently, but I'm very excited about it. Something else that I got that isn't technically an art supply, but is art related, I got some full sheet adhesive paper. I plan on designing and making my own stickers and either, I don't know, putting them in with original orders or maybe selling them in a shop. I haven't decided what I want to do yet, but I just thought it'd be a lot of fun, so I got this so I could make my own stickers. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you a few of the things that I bought on Amazon so that I could get certain projects going. And these are some gloss medium by Liquitex and some iridescent medium. I want to start doing some pourings, and I also have some pouring medium that I've had in the studio for a little while because I've been wanting to do this. So I thought this iridescent medium would be great, and I thought the gloss medium would be awesome to like varnish with after. But this is really exciting because you can mix it with your paint, any type of Liquitex Basics paint or anything like that, your acrylics, and it becomes iridescent, and I thought that would be beautiful in pourings. And along those lines, I also bought some acrylic ink because I think that will be probably easier to mix in with a pouring medium because it's already thinned down. It's just the essentials kit, and I think I can pretty much mix most colors from this kit. So I'm really excited about that as well. And most of this stuff you will end up seeing in future videos, which is another reason why I decided to do this video. So now I'm going to move on to what my husband got me for my birthday. So he knows that I obviously like to read about art. I have a number of books about, you know, classic artists and the masters and, you know, history in general. And I didn't have anything on Degas yet, so he bought me this book. And I'm just really excited. And it's very timely because I'm taking a figurative course right now. And he did a lot of figurative work. He also bought me a new journal with Frida Kahlo on it, and it's just beautiful. So I can jot down my ideas and ideas for compositions and, you know, just thoughts and whatever else. I mean, it's a journal, pretty self-explanatory. So the big gift that my husband got me is something that I'm super excited about. This is something that I've wanted for a very, very long time, but have not had the money for. And that is the Faber-Castell Albrecht Dürer watercolor pencils. I will be most likely doing a video fairly soon reviewing these, as time permits, of course. And you'll learn more about my experience with them then. But for now, look how beautiful this tin is. I'm super excited about it. It's 120 of them. Oh my gosh. I already have the Derwent watercolor pencils, which I absolutely love. But Derwent and Faber-Castell are at the top of my list for favorite companies. So of course, eventually I wanted to get the Faber-Castell ones. So I'm so excited about this. This is probably my favorite thing that I got overall. Okay, so now I'm going to start moving on to my Jerry's Artarama order, which was something that I got because my sisters and my mom and my mother-in-law and my best friend all got me gift cards to Jerry's Artarama, which is what I asked for. So I'll start off with the mundane things. I got this new silicoil cup, jar. This is for using my solvent in when I'm cleaning my oil paints. So I had one already, but it got really dirty, and I used it with my fast drying oils, which already have solvent in them, and now I get headaches anytime I open the jar. So now I got a new jar. And along those lines, I also got new oil paint because I don't want oil paint with solvent. And so I decided to go ahead and buy regular oil paint. And it's not the fast drying kind. I got a bunch of different colors. I got the M. Graham brand because it is artist quality, but it also uses walnut oil and is supposed to be non-yellowing over time because of that. I was going back and forth between this and Gamblin because they seem to be the two safer companies out there. They seem to care about the environment and the safety of their artists. So I was going back and forth between the two, but I saw quite a bit of information online that said that the lighter colors in M. Graham don't yellow as easily, so that's why I ultimately went with this. But I did get a couple gambling colors as well. I mean, they're a great company as well. So really, it just went back and forth. I might supplement with other colors. So far, I got the Raw Sienna, the Phthalo Blue, Green Earth, Manganese Blue, Cobalt Blue, Mineral Violet. So these are what made up the most of my Jerry's Artarama order. It's not very cheap to replace your oil paints in bulk like I did here. Here are a few more colors. I got Cadmium Red Light, Cadmium Red, I can never say this word, Anthraquinone Red. And all of these, I looked and I made sure that I got the highest light fastness. So all of these are highly light fast colors. Cad Orange and Azo Orange. And I tried to get a variety of colors as well. I have another set that my husband had bought me. And it's just like, you know, like a starter set that has some colors in it already. So I didn't obviously get those colors this time. Olive Green, Ivory Black, Quinacridone Violet, Van Dyke Brown and Raw Umber, Sap Green and Cobalt Teal, burnt sienna and turquoise. And then for the Gamblin colors, I love this little box. Look how cute that is. These are colors that I couldn't find in the M Graham that really spoke to me. And these are also highly light fast. Again, I always go according to light fastness before I order. Gold ochre, radiant turquoise, and radiant magenta. Like, look how pretty that is. I can't wait to use those. So I'm really excited about that. So again, I would not have been able to do this if it wasn't for gift cards, so I don't want anybody to feel bad. If I didn't have the gift cards, I would have just bought them one by one when I had money, and it would have just taken me a lot longer. But I knew that my birthday was coming up, so I asked for gift cards, and I waited to order and upgrade my oil paint until I knew I could have a bulk of money and buy more. And that way there, I could get a bunch of colors at once. Thankfully, I work in multiple mediums, so in between things, I was able to work with other mediums while I was waiting to be able to buy them. So, speaking of other mediums, I absolutely love the Liquitex Professional Acrylic Markers. And again, you can get light fast ones. And so I look at the light fastness ratings, but these ones, actually, I kind of broke my own rule with this. I got the gold and the silver, and they're not rated for light fastness. However, I'm going to use these for more crafty things as opposed to fine art probably, so I'm not as concerned about it. And I do have other fine art materials that I can use that are silver and gold if I need to for fine art applications that are light fast. So I wasn't as upset about that, but these I have projects in mind as far as crafts and things like that go. So I was really excited about that. And then I got a light portrait pink because I didn't have that color yet. So then I also got some paper because I always need new paper. As some of you have seen in recent videos, I've been using the Arches hot press watercolor paper a lot, but I decided to get the cold press to try specifically with watercolor, of course. But for my hot press, I like to use it for markers and colored pencil and, of course, watercolor. But I really like the mottled look of watercolor when it's used on cold press. So I wanted to try their Arches cold press watercolor paper for my watercolor applications and then pretty much save the hot press for smoother applications such as colored pencil. And then I've also heard that this is a really great paper as well. And so I wanted to try the Canson Heritage paper, and this is fairly expensive. This one is hot press because, again, I'll be using it for more mediums than just watercolor, so I wanted to try it hot press, and if I like the hot press, then I might also try the cold press later on. Of course, I won't need it for a while because I will have this on hand, so it's just something that I'll keep in mind later on. Whenever I do any type of orders, I like to try and get a mix of things that I know I need, like for instance the oil paint, because I don't want to be getting migraines while I'm oil painting, so I'm really hoping that these will work for that. But I also like to get things that I haven't been able to try before and I don't necessarily have the money to try on my own. So whenever I get a gift card, I try and factor those two things in when I'm ordering, you know, something that I need and something that I would like to try. The last thing that I got from Jerry's is a cutting pad. This is something that I've needed for a very, very long time. And Jerry's had a big sale going on. This one is large enough for what I will need to use it for because I don't use very large pieces. And I got it fairly cheap. Oh, it says it right here, 18 by 24. Anyway, so I don't use very large pieces, so that's large enough for me, and it was dirt cheap. They're not normally very cheap, so I took advantage of the sale at Jerry's when I saw it. One more thing that I did get myself on sale somewhere. I honestly am not remembering where I bought these right now. I got them on sale somewhere. I don't remember if it was at Jerry's or on Amazon. Honestly, I don't remember. I'm always looking for a good, you know, fine liners and brush pens and things like that. Tombow is a really great brand, and I believe that I did get these on sale somewhere, and that's why I snagged them up. I don't know if it was in my suggestions from Amazon or where it came from, but this will be good for, you know, illustrations and things like that. So that is all that I have. I appreciate you watching, and I hope you share in my enthusiasm. I always get excited to watch people's art hauls because I really love art supplies, and I like to live through other people when I can't afford them. Again, I want to say that none of this would be possible if not from me having an art sale and like selling a piece of artwork, and from my awesome friends and family. But if you are someone that is not as fortunate as I am to be able to get so many art supplies at once, please know that there are other ways to go about it. I usually have to save my money to get art supplies, and I usually have to get them little by little here and there at discounts and, at 40% off coupons and things like that. It is something you don't have to buy in bulk. I just happen to be very fortunate to be able to do that for my birthday, and there are other ways to get art supplies. So please do not feel bad if you're not able to do something like this. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. You'll probably see a lot of these art supplies used in future videos. Is there something that you would like to see me use in a video that you saw in this one? Please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye! Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please hit subscribe. Also, if you're interested in seeing more of my artwork, I'm on social media, so check out the links in the description below.